Hip Hop Nation. I'm gonna try something different before I introduce my guest. Let me see if I got this right. Let me do this. Let me get into character. Last season on Power, we saw Angela do the unthinkable. She got my man Ghost arrested. We couldn't believe it. The streets won blood. We also saw that Tasha found out that not only was Ghost arrested, but Tyreek was being held for ransom. We felt for her. Hashtag Team Tasha. And Dre was just caught in the middle of a power struggle of his own. Who is his loyalty to? Is it to Ghost? Is it to Kanan? We don't know. But we're going to find out on June 25th on Stars, ladies and gentlemen. I got the cast up
That
power.
was so good.
And if Stars want to cut the check, I'm available.
We might have to bring you in. That was good.
That was real
Ladies
dope.
and gentlemen, please let me introduce. These are some of my favorite people to sit down and talk to. I'm always blessed. Every season they come through and chop it up with us. And the tourists, they love the show so much that I'm glad that you guys always find time to sit here with us on Hip Hop Nation. So we have Lela Loren. You know her as Angela Valdez, ADA. What is it?
AUSA.
AUSA. That I don't really deal with the cops, but you know that's what it is. You be arresting people. It's going down. We got Naturi Naughton. You know her as Tasha, and we got my man Rotimi. You know him as Andre or Dre. Power is back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I know y'all excited. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank y'all for being here. So let's just pick up right there. You know, a lot of things. I mean, seasons always end with these amazing cliffhangers, right? And you guys just took us all the way to the end of the earth and back with this.
That's our job.
Yeah, with the end of season 3. So no spoilers, but please let us know what's happening.
Season 4 is gonna take you to Pluto.
Is it gonna take us all the way off the planet?
Season 4
I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
You might be mad at some people. You might not like everybody. And everybody ain't going to make it this year.
And it's kind of like, and this season is the season of the powerless. Nobody has it. And everybody's running around trying to figure out what's going on next.
That's ill.
Yeah,
that's
dope.
Yeah,
that's very
crazy.
ill. Rotimi, so talk to me, because when Dre was introduced to us, right, top of season 2, I felt like Dre was a genuine character, right? He came in with loyalties to Kanan, and you know, Kanan held him down. He did the same in turn, and then he met Ghost, and I felt like you know, he had a revelation, like, yo, there's a different way. There's I got a daughter. There's a different way of life. I can do it like this. And then Kanan creeps back into the scene. So talk to me about just where Dre is mentally. What's going on with him?
Well, Ghost represented like an opportunity for him, you know, a way out, like you said, and Dre sees a lot of himself in Ghost. Before, all he knew was a Kanan,
right?
The top dog in the hood. That you know, that's what you strive to be,
right?
But then he saw that, oh, there's a best of both worlds. So now he's stuck in the middle because now these two happen to hate each other. So
just so happen,
yeah, you know. So what does he do then? So I think this season, is the rise of Dre in terms of which way he goes. We don't know, but I feel like where he is now, he's starting to discover who he is.
Right.
So that's the third element to it. Instead of them, it's now who am I and who do I want to become.
Absolutely.
So this season, you really learn that he tries to do his thing.
That's what's up. The writing on this show is so detailed. It's
crazy.
Like it's so many, you know what I'm saying, underlying storylines within the storylines. There's so many complexities within each of these characters. You two have a very a strange relationship, right? Now let me ask you, because obviously both of the characters have committed crimes at this point, right? Do we need to see? Are we going to see Angela and Tasha have to buddy up, have to become, you know, alliances in season 4?
You know, there's a scene, they actually put it in the trailer, where Angela comes up to, we're out on the street in front of a coffee shop, and she's like, you know, look, we might have to save ourselves, because I forgot what your exact line is, but she proposes something that I think Tasha's starting to even wrestle with, because she's tired of being lied to by Ghost. She's tired of being left picking up the pieces.
Right.
I think that this is a year where you're going to have to find out who's going to stand by Ghost. I mean, of course, Tasha usually always does, but at some point, does she save herself? And that's what I think Angela and Tasha start to think about.
I mean, in some ways, as long as Ghost is breathing, Angela and Tasha are going to be connected. I mean, how many people out there have to do that, where you know, they get a divorce and then they have another wife and like they have kids and they're, you know, you're inextricably
you
tied.
right, everything is together.
True.
And the thing about the two women is, you know, even though they're at odds with each other, there's also a certain respect that they have. You know, for each other.
After all this time, we kind of We have to live amongst ourselves.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
also, there
exist,
actually
right?
hasn't been that much time in the world of power. It's only
know.
been like 6
I was like,
months.
after 4 years.
It's like
But it's
6
been
months.
like 4
like
months.
6 months of the show.
But it is season 4.
No
and
doubt,
it's
no
crazy.
doubt. We are excited for it, man. If you don't know, now you know. And listen, if you took Stars off your plan and all that, you know,
Better
we
get it
understand.
back.
It's time to get it back, baby. It's going down this Sunday, June 25th. Rotimi is here, Lela is here, Tasha is here. I'm sorry, Naturi is here.
Yes.
We have the cast of Power. Make sure you keep it right here, baby. It's Hip Hop Nation. Hip Hop Nation, your tour guide is here. Power is about to go down. I have some of the amazing stars of Power here, man. Lela, let me ask you a question. Talk to me about Angela's reasoning behind, you know, going into the club and arresting Ghost at a huge night for him.
A public night?
Yes, it was a big night. And was it
Yeah.
humiliated, right? His reputation is now, you know, it's shreds. It could be. Was it driven by her belief that he really killed Greg, or was it a lot of just angry, vindictive woman?
It's no, I mean, I think that's like something that we want to do to women in this society, and that's kind of like, I don't want to say reductive, but a little bit, right? That's for Angela. She knows that Ghost, he's promised her that he's trying to be this legitimate businessman over and over and over again. And she's given him a lot of room and sometimes in some ways time to make good on this promise. She's even like kind of let it slide that he's murdered people with the excuse that, well, I'm trying to get clean. In order to do this, I have to sort of kill these bad guys, right? At the top of season 2, he's made that promise of like, Jamie's here. I'm like on the straight and narrow now. Then he breaks up with her, shatters her heart. She doesn't know what's going on, and she finds out it's so that he can murder Lobos. And she doesn't really go after him because, A, she knows she doesn't really have the evidence in the case to build it, and B, she would kind of be implicated because she warned him that Lobos was still alive. And so this is another place where he betrayed her. He's put her and her job in jeopardy. But she sort of let it go. Then all of a sudden, when Greg gets murdered, who's a good guy, who the only reason why Greg was really stalking her is because she knows deep down she drove him to it.
Absolutely.
And so when all the evidence gets pointed that Ghost has killed Greg, there's this huge guilt of like, I didn't check this guy when I had the chance. And so not only am I going to take him down, but he's created this false image of who he is as this businessman, that he sold this bill of goods to me and to everybody else, and I'm going to tear that down because that is BS. And so that is part of doing it in this really public way of like, you don't get to hide behind this persona of James St. Patrick that is like totally full of, you know.
Full of BS.
Full of BS.
Full of shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's Hip Hop Nation.
Yeah, I got in trouble for
we
cussing
can
on the
curse
last
up here.
one.
Just say it. Say it one time.
Full of
Full of shit.
So
That's part of it. Part of it, yes, it's her own heartbreak, but it's also that horror of like, I didn't check this person, and now this innocent person has been murdered, and I have to stop it.
Absolutely. Now, you guys, the characters are so real. So many people relate to it. So many people love it. I see as I'm watching, you know, the social media, like people are so intertwined into the storyline that they really looking at you like, Angela, like you can't go to the hood right now. You can't walk. You can't go to the bodega.
Actually, I was in the
Did you?
Bronx.
You was in the Bronx?
I was on a
It's dangerous.
I was like,
judge
but
panel at a
Brooklyn-
talent show. No, but
It's tough out here.
It is
It's tough
tough
out
out
there.
there.
Streets
It
is
gets
like, nah, how
scary
you going to arrest Ghost? How you going to do that? It's you know, but I think that's a testament to how well you guys are doing, you know, with the show and with the roles and the way that you all delve into your characters. It's amazing to watch. Everybody's on the edge of their seat week after week. We are excited about it, man. June 25th is the date. Stars is the channel. Power Season 4 is there. I got him here for a little while longer, so stay on the tour. Hip Hop Nation, you rocking with your tour guide. Rotimi is here, Naturi is here, Lela is here. You know them as Dre, Tasha St. Patrick, and Angela or Angie on Power. I'm excited that they are here. Now, let's talk about some other things. Rotimi, you've been doing amazing things with the music. I got a chance to see you rock a couple of shows, and you smash SOBs and all that. How do you juggle and balance between the two?
Man, I don't sleep, bro.
Sick.
I don't sleep. You know, that's the thing that I had to give a little bit, you know, but luckily going to college prepared me for that, honestly, because I had to compartmentalize a lot of my time.
Absolutely.
So if I'm in the studio, I'm studying my script. If I'm on set, I'm trying to figure. If I have a little time, I'm writing something. So it's always a give and take for it, because I'm really trying to do both and do it very well.
Absolutely.
You know, so sleep is the hardest part, but just how bad you want it, man. You know, I'm trying to break that stereotype of singer, actor, this, you know, and just be known as a dope entertainer.
Absolutely.
So that gives a lot of my energy, my time. You know, for example, like for a good month and a half of filming, it'll be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on set, then 9 o'clock p.m. to 4 a.m. in the studio. So it just kept rotating because that's how bad I want it. So.
No doubt.
He can still do that because he's a young whippersnapper.
So,
Well, you want it, you've been there, done that.
When you want it bad
It's
enough,
hard.
Yeah,
you
you
go.
go-
You definitely.
go-
People always
yeah.
ask, when do you sleep? I was like, what
Nah,
is that? In
nah.
between
Hey.
stuff.
Exactly,
Like, you know
in
what I
between
mean?
things.
In the
Gotta
car.
get your nap
in the
times
backseat,
in.
That's it. Sneaking them in. Now, Naturi, congratulations to you. We
Thank
got a new
you.
co-star of
Yes,
Power.
I'm expecting.
And the belly. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
How hard has it been, you know, with motherhood or birthing motherhood and being, you know, so busy with the show?
The show takes up, you know, like they were saying, a lot of time. We work crazy hours. I'm usually, for some reason, like first up in the morning, like 4:45, 5 a.m. call
This
time.
season, definitely, yeah.
Crazy. It seemed like they were like doing this to me on purpose. Like, you're pregnant, we're gonna make you work hard.
They didn't know.
No, I know. No one knew I was
Nobody
pregnant.
knew.
Yeah.
I was shooting Power up until I was 5 months, and you couldn't even tell.
Wow.
So when you see the season, people come up to me in the street like, "Girl, so is that Ghost Baby?" And I'm like, "No, there's no baby
The funny thing is, in terms
on the
of,
show."
like, the time of the show, like the whole season goes places
People
for,
don't
like,
really
3
think
weeks.
that
Like there's
through.
like not enough
That's
time.
hilarious.
Some people trying to make it Sean's baby, and I'm like, Sean been dead for 2
Yeah, that's
years.
bad math. That's just
Like,
bad.
come
Rest
on
in
now,
peace to
9
Sean.
months, 2, yeah.
Yeah, rest in
No,
peace to Sean.
so
Funny.
for me, it's been a blessing being able to kind of balance and handle, you know, pregnancy and shooting Power. Tasha this year had a lot of responsibility. She's picking up a lot of the pieces that
Absolutely.
Ghost has, you know, let fall.
Left scat, right.
So it's not easy, but one thing I will say is I've been really blessed and really strong, and I'm just like excited to just go forward and for people to see this might be the most, I think, layered because I'm experiencing something new. I think Tasha's going to be the best she's ever been.
Amazing. We're excited for it. Let me ask you another question. So we saw you on the rail, right,
Yes.
with Adrienne.
I
And
knew this was coming.
well, because it was is so many people have talked about it and comment on it, right?
no,
I would
no,
be
it's crazy.
remiss not to just to ask you. So many people were saying that they didn't feel like her apology was genuine. Did you feel that from her? Did you feel it was genuine?
I mean, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me to judge how genuine or not. I accepted it. It's in the past.
Right.
It was 15, 16 years ago. At the end of the day, I appreciated her apology. I ain't know the streets was gonna get that upset. They were like,
Yo,
don't
the
take
streets
her
is on
apology.
your side. You gotta
I'm like,
understand.
dang, I'm just trying to move on.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you know, we're not close friends. Like, the group was a tough time for me, but Adrienne apologized, which means she accepts that there's some responsibility. I just looked at it as, thank you so much. Let's keep it moving. But the truth is, I didn't need that apology to feel good about my
Oh,
life.
because you up, baby. Understand it. She is
I'm-
up.
I'm just saying.
Naturi Naughton is up. Hit TV show. And season 5 is in. Listen, understand.
It's in the works.
Understand that's in the works because when they got season 3, they got
We
green
got
lit for
picked up.
2 more seasons.
Oh,
Understand
yeah.
what's happening.
yeah.
I know what's going on out here, Hip Hop Nation.
You
You
are too
tuned
much.
into your tour guide. We're going to get in the music. We're going to chop it up with them for one more break. Please keep it on the tour. Hip Hop Nation, you tuned into your tour guide. I got the whole crew. Not the whole crew. Ghost is locked up, so he couldn't be here.
He couldn't be here
Tommy
today.
is the plug, so he's somewhere transporting drugs. He couldn't be here. But we do have Rotimi here. We have Naturi Naughton, and we have Lela here as well. Let me ask you, Lela, because these characters are so beloved by the people or hated, but either way, it's good, right? Because people are really invested into the characters. How do you go about selecting your next roles and projects that you're going to do after this?
I don't, you know, it's one of those myths that very few actors actually get to select something. You mainly make do with what you get caught in your net, and so you're
crazy.
just still hoping that you will get to move forward and progress, but none of that's certain.
Of course, none of it is certain.
It's hard.
How far do you see, you know, because you guys got season 5 already, we know that's gonna happen. But with a show like this, how long do you feel like we go season wise before it's time to say, okay?
So how the show was originally written and pitched, like most shows are only
6, 7.
I think they're only written when they initially pitch them to the network is 5. But I think but then they prepared and plan it if it goes long or what it's going to be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But we don't really
I hope it goes the distance so I can have a job in 2 years. Let's just keep
hopefully
working.
7, 8, 9.
I mean, not to
Send
the
this one to
point where,
preschool.
no, right? No, that's
a
4
real
years. That's a
thing.
lot of time. The good thing is power is a world. I mean, look at shows like The Sopranos, The Wire. At some point, you know that everybody's not going to keep living. These characters
also,
have to
Like
grow.
the thing that made The Wire so good was they didn't stretch it out beyond the bounds
Yeah.
of the
And
story.
that's
you don't
my
want it
point,
to go
right? You don't want it to
too
go
long.
crazy
You don't want
where
it
you
too
like,
long,
all right,
it's like-
enough is enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody got to go to jail or die or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Lost. Remember, like
You gotta
Lost
keep
got
it real.
super weird.
Exactly. So the truth is, we want it to go as long as the writing and the I think
Integrity
the
of the
integrity
story.
of the show is maintained.
No doubt.
I think we can. I imagine 7.
I think 7. I think it's solid
in
7.
my mind.
I would hope for it. You know.
I like that.
hoping.
That give me an opportunity
Courtney,
to get in there. Shout to
57.
Courtney, shout to Courtney and all that. So let me ask you, without spoilers, do we find out what happens to LaKeisha this season? Where the hell is Keisha?
She, you will.
Okay.
You will find out. I don't know if I should tell you right now, but what I will say
I just want to know.
is that she, as Tasha's best friend, she is an important piece of the puzzle. An important character played by my girl Lala Anthony.
But if Milan ate her, I mean, she would be a
yeah, he's crazy.
juicy
Milan,
cutlet.
yeah. If you've been watching, just know that it's going to be really fun to watch. I think LaKeisha's journey and play, the way that Lala interfaces with other characters this year. But it's scary because I think Tasha's starting to feel like, who can she trust, even down to her best friends?
Right.
But even she
Can I
got
trust
Lakeisha
you?
in that.
Yeah,
I know. I did
right.
some things.
You did wrap Keisha up in it.
I did get
You know
her
what I
wrapped
mean?
up, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about trust. Like, but it's a fun
No
show.
doubt. Where do Dre and Tommy go this season? Because there was a rift between those two, and we saw them butt heads a little bit. Where do they go this season?
It's a power struggle. Again, and nobody has it. People may think they have it, but nobody has it this season. Even from the top of the food chain, he has no control over what's going on. So I think it's just trying to figure out how everybody plays into the new role with Ghost being gone. And
I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. In my life, Ghost is not here. This is crazy.
Oh, he looks great in an orange jumpsuit, though.
I mean, and Tommy looks he's trying to figure Dre out. In this season, they get closer, but in a way that may be too good or maybe too bad. And he's trying to figure him out. He doesn't know if he should be a threat or somebody he should use as an ally. And what we're going to learn about Dre this season is that he uses everybody as a pawn. That nobody's safe in the wrath of what he wants to do. So it's going to be interesting.
The closest character, and I know I've been trying to get you to watch this movie. It's an awesome movie. It's called A Prophet, and it's a French prison film. Okay. And the lead of the show is there's some really awesome similarities to Dre because he's going between this Corsican mob and then this Arab mob within the prison system, and it's
Well, in between writing songs and recording songs and doing shows and reading your script and learning your lines and acting, watch the damn movie, Rotimi.
It's called The Prophet.
A Prophet.
You did tell me about that.
He's a busy man, though.
No, you got a lot going on. Before I let you guys go, and thank you for being here again.
Of course.
You got a chance to work with the late great Charlie Murphy this season.
Yeah.
Obviously, rest in peace to him, an amazing talent. What was it like having him on the set and working with him?
I mean, I got to just be a part of a more group scene. But it's funny because I have a story when we were just sitting in our chairs, during a setup. And we wound up just talking about, he was talking about fatherhood and his daughter. And he was talking about just the next level of life. He had such a jovial spirit. May he rest in peace. I just feel like it was an honor because I got to work with him twice on a movie, Lottery Ticket and on Power. And I was pretty shocked and hurt, just hearing that news. But he lived with such fervor, and he was really passionate about the work that he did. So.
I mean, I think it's going to be exciting because people are going to see him in a very, very different light.
So unique.
And when I worked on him, man, he was in the zone, in character.
Yeah.
And you'll see what type of character he plays.
So different than what you would expect.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, listen, you know the date, June 25th. We got it drilled in your head. I've been talking about it since season 3 went off. I've been talking about it. It's finally
have
back.
You? Good.
Of course, I have to. You know what I mean? I'm unofficially official with it. I'm glad you guys could be here. Thank you for being being here. Power this Sunday on Stars. Make sure you watch it 9 p.m. Eastern. Or maybe some people watch it earlier in the day.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I'll wait till nighttime because that's the type of that's the type of television the sun got to set for.
That's what I'm talking about.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After dinner, right before
Nighttime.
sex. We need that. Hip Hop Nation, your tour guide Torae. We out.